Dear students, I am going to start the operational amplifier. Operational amplifier, op-amp, it is known as op-amp. It is basically an integrated circuit. Around 24 transistors and 12 resistances are connected in this circuit. The internal architecture of this op-amp is very complicated, but manufacturer made it in terms of 8-pin IC. The famous IC of an op-amp is available in the market is MU-A741 IC. MU-A741 is a series IC made by Motorola company basically, and it is very famous 8-pin IC which is used as an operational amplifier. The name operational amplifier, this means there are two words, one is the operational and second one is the amplifier. This means the function of this op-amp is two types, operational and amplifier. This means this amplifier can amplify the signal as well as perform the various mathematical operations, whatever be the mathematical operations in our mind, like comparison, addition, subtraction, integration, differentiation, average, etc. Majority of the mathematical operation can be performed or implemented using this amplifier. That's why this is called operational amplifier. Okay guys, the internal architecture of the circuit, as I discussed, that it is very complicated, but manufacturer made it in terms of 8-pin IC. 741 IC has only 8 pins. There are 8 pins, and this is the pin configuration. This is an IC and this is a notch. Notch is at the top, then start the counting like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like U letter of English alphabet. Okay guys, the first number and 5 number pin is of offset null. Basically, what is offset null, I will discuss it even later. Basically, this is the error adjustment. If there is zero input but the output of the op-amp is not zero, that's why to bring the output zero we adjust the output to 0 with the help of pin number 1 and pin number 5. Okay guys, now 1 and 5 is the offset null. Now 2 and 3 are pin of the input for input. 2 pin number, second pin number is called inverting input and third pin number is called non-inverting input. The inverting input means minus input and non-inverting input means plus input. Okay guys, this is minus input and this is plus input. Now what is the use of 4 number pin and 7 number pin? 4 number pin is of minus VCC or minus VE. This is the supply voltage, negative supply voltage, and 7 number pin is the positive supply voltage, and 6 number pin is for output, and 8 number pin is not connected. Not connected means this is the useless pin. But you can ask a question, okay, if 8 number pin is useless, but why it is here? Because to balance the pins, this is here. Because for rectangular IC, there are two types of IC manufacturing technique. One is the rectangular and another is the circular can. In circular can, there may be an odd number of pins, but in rectangular IC, there must be the equal number of pins at left side and right side. That is, always the number of pins in rectangular IC is even number, so that this IC can be tightly connected into a motherboard or into any circuit. Okay guys, now this is all about the pin configuration of the 741 IC. But there is a circuital symbol of 741 IC. Now the circuital symbol is this. This is the circuital symbol, like NOT gate. This is like NOT gate, and this is the inverting terminal 2 number pin, and this is the non-inverting terminal 3 number pin, and this is 6 number pin. We are taking from where we are taking output, and 4 and 7, these are for the supply voltage. This means in this level we need to just remember the 5 pins only, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 6. Okay guys, now there are two types of configuration of op-amp. Two types of configuration, that is open loop configuration and closed loop configuration. Then first of all, try to understand what is the open loop and what is closed loop. Suppose I try to explain this with the help of an example. Suppose there is two types of system to cool the air in your classroom: a ceiling fan as well as the AC. The speed of the ceiling fan is not related to the room temperature or your classroom temperature, but on the other hand, the speed of your condenser or AC, which is installed in your classroom, is related to the temperature of your classroom. If we adjusted the temperature of condenser at 20 degrees Celsius, if the temperature of ambient temperature or classroom temperature become 20 degrees Celsius, then your condenser become off. So this means the AC is an example of closed loop configuration, and ceiling fan is an example of open loop configuration. This means in closed loop operation, the input is also related to the output. This means there is a feedback system. There is a feedback system in the closed loop configuration, but feedbacks are of two types: negative feedback as well as positive feedback. If the output is connected with the inverting terminal, that is negative terminal, this is called negative feedback. If output is connected with the positive terminal, it is called positive feedback. And negative feedback is used as an amplifier, and positive feedback is used for oscillator. Okay guys, this means in our syllabus we need to only study the negative feedback. Now there are some characteristics of op-amp. There are some characteristics of op-amp. There are basically 8 characteristics. There are 8 characteristics of op-amp. Basically open loop configuration. So guys, you guys need to remember these 8 characteristics. This is called ideal characteristics of an op-amp. Open loop voltage gain is equal to infinity. Suppose anybody, if anybody will ask you what is op-amp, operational amplifier, then the answer is operational amplifier is a very high voltage gain directly coupled differential amplifier. This means there is a characteristics in a definition, in the definition of op-amp, that is very high voltage gain. This means ideally the open loop voltage gain should be infinity. I am not talking about the closed loop voltage gain. I am talking about the open loop voltage gain. The open loop voltage gain is infinity ideally, but practically the open loop voltage gain is around 2 lakh, 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 5. Now the second ideal characteristics is input impedance is infinity. The third is output impedance is 0, and fourth one is the bandwidth is infinity, and fifth one is the slew rate. I will discuss it later, one by one define what is the slew rate. Slew rate is also infinity. CMRR, common mode rejection ratio, is infinity. Offset voltage is 0. Offset voltage is 0. What is offset voltage? I will discuss it later. Power supply rejection ratio, PSRR, is 0. This means there are 3 parameters are 0 and 5 parameters are infinity. Then how we will remember that which parameter will be 0 and which parameter will be infinity? So guys, I want to tell you a trick with one parameter exception. Guys, the parameter starting with O except power supply rejection ratio are 0. Suppose the offset voltage starting with O, that is why it is 0. Output impedance starting with O, and this is 0. O means 0. So the parameters starting with O are 0 except PSRR. So we need to remember this exceptionally. PSRR is 0 and the parameters starting with O are 0, and rest of the parameters are infinity. You can see that. Basically. And voltage gain, you need not to remember open loop voltage gain. This is basically a voltage gain. Voltage gain is infinity. So guys, you guys need to remember these 8 parameters, that 5 parameters are infinity and 3 parameters are 0. Now I am going to explain one by one. Open loop voltage gain. Open loop voltage gain. The open loop voltage gain of an op-amp practically is very high, that is around 2 lakh, but ideally it is infinity. If a parameter is ideally infinity, this means obviously the practically this should be very, very high. If any parameter is practically very, very high, then this is ideally infinity. Now this is a circuital symbol of an op-amp. V1 is the inverting input and V2 is the non-inverting input. The resultant input is V2 plus minus V1. That is minus input is this. That is why resultant input is V2 minus V1. And V2 minus V1 is called differential input. V2 minus V1 को हम लोग differential input कहते हैं. इसको आप resultant input भी कह सकते हैं, लेकिन इसे आमतौर पे हम लोग differential input कहते हैं. और AV को voltage gain कहा जाता है. AV is the voltage gain of this op-amp. And this op-amp is in open loop configuration because there is no any feedback. Now the overall output voltage is AV into V2 minus V1. That is AV into differential input, guys. So you need to remember that the value of AV is here practically around 2 lakh, but ideally the value of AV is infinity. Now I am going to discuss the input impedance, that is input resistance is infinity. What is the significance of input impedance is infinity? Guys, this is the circuital symbol of the op-amp. Now there are two terminals. One is the negative input terminal and another one is the positive input terminal, that is inverting input terminal and non-inverting input terminal. And between these two input terminals there is a resistance R input. The value of R input is ideally infinity. Ideally infinity means this is open circuited. This means terminal 2 and terminal 3 are open circuited like this. So what is the significance of this infinity input impedance? That the op-amp ideally does not draw any input current. Ideally does not draw any input current. This means here I is equal to 0 and also here I is equal to 0. Okay guys, this means the input impedance in infinity, the significance of this parameter, this characteristics is that op-amp do not draw any input current. This means the input current at the inverting terminal as well as the output current at the input current as the non-inverting current both are 0. This means the current coming into the op-amp is 0. So guys, this is a beautiful and very important characteristic, that input impedance is infinity. Then what happens if input impedance is infinity? This means input current is 0. This means the power dissipation of any op-amp is very, very less, because practically a very less current, input current is there, but ideally input current is 0. This means the power consumption, power dissipation is very less. Now the third parameter. The third parameter is the output impedance. Output impedance, this should be 0. So what is the significance of output impedance is 0? Okay, suppose the voltage gain of this op-amp is AV and differential input is VID. Then the output voltage should be A into VID. If R output of the impedance is R output, then if R output is not 0, then output voltage will be less than A VID, because some voltage of output voltage will be lost across the output resistance. This means for better output or maximum output, the R output must be 0 ideally. तो ideally the value of R output is 0. तो what is the significance? कि बच्चों अगर op-amp का वोल्टेज गेन A है और डिफरेंशियल इनपुट AD है, तो op-amp का आउटपुट वोल्टेज आना चाहिए AV इंटू VID. लेकिन अगर आउटपुट इंपीडेंस इस सर्किट का कुछ होगा तो आउटपुट का कुछ हिस्सा इस R आउटपुट के अक्रॉस ड्रॉप आएगा और बाकी आउटपुट वोल्टेज यहाँ आएगा. तो जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं कि एक बैटरी होता है वोल्टेज सोर्स EMF, अगर उस बैटरी का इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस स्मॉल r है तो लोड रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस वोल्टेज E माइनस I इंटू स्मॉल r होता है. अगर स्मॉल आर की वैल्यू 0 होगा तो मैक्सिमम वोल्टेज वो सप्लाई कर पाएगा लोड को। उसी तरह से इस ओपेम की खासियत होती है कि आर आउटपुट की वैल्यू अगर 0 नहीं हो तो आउटपुट वोल्टेज मैक्सिमम नहीं मिलेगा। दैट्स वाई द आइडियल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ एनी एम्पलीफायर और एनी ओपेम इज दैट आर आउटपुट मस्ट बी 0। नाउ this is the example that is R input is infinity and R output 0, then output is equal to AV into VID. Now the fourth one characteristics, that is the voltage gain. Bandwidth is infinity. Bandwidth is infinity means flat bandwidth. This means the op-amp can amplify a signal or having frequency from 0 to infinity frequency. What is this meaning? 0 frequency means the op-amp can amplify the DC signal as well as the AC signal having frequency from 0 to infinity. Ideally, this means ideally the bandwidth is to infinity, but practically the bandwidth of the op-amp is 1 megahertz. And this is the voltage gain. Here the voltage gain is 1. Voltage gain is here 1. Okay guys, because amplification means voltage gain must be greater than equal to 1, and this here voltage gain is 2 lakh, but ideally this voltage gain, maximum voltage gain is infinity, but practically this is 2 lakh. If we will convert it in dB, 2 lakh, then this will become 106 dB, and if we will convert the voltage gain 1 in dB, this will become 1. Okay guys, so this is all about the voltage gain. This means voltage gain is here very large or infinity. Now the next parameter is the slew rate. What is slew rate? Slew rate is defined as the maximum rate of change of output voltage with respect to time. That is, slew rate is equal to dV output by dt maximum value. Suppose output voltage is Vm sin omega t, then as per definition dV output by dt maximum value should be the slew rate, that is Vm omega cos omega t maximum value. The maximum value of this function will be Vm omega, and omega is the 2 pi fm, 2 pi f, and f should be maximum. This means slew rate is equal to 2 pi f max Vm. See, this means for since ideally bandwidth is infinity, bandwidth is here infinity bandwidth means frequency should be infinity. So frequency should be infinity. This means the slew rate will be infinity. Slew rate, since f is infinity, then slew rate is also infinity. Now maximum frequency is written as slew rate divided by 2 pi Vm, where Vm is the peak value of the output voltage. So guys, you guys need to remember this formula, that maximum frequency is equal to slew rate by 2 pi into Vm. Now I am going to discuss the common mode rejection ratio. Common mode rejection ratio is defined as it is ability of an op-amp to reject the common mode signal, that is noise. This means common mode signal, अगर कोई एक सिंगल सेम इनपुट अगर हम 2 नंबर पिन और 3 नंबर पिन में दे रहे हैं, यानी इन्वर्टिंग इनपुट और नॉन इन्वर्टिंग इनपुट को एक कॉमन सिग्नल दे रहे हैं, तो आउटपुट हमारा 0 आना चाहिए। तो आइडियली 0 आना चाहिए, बट प्रैक्टिकली कुछ ना कुछ एरर आता है, इसीलिए इसको CMRR से हम लोग मेजर करते हैं। तो CMRR इज defined as the mathematically defined as the ratio of differential voltage gain upon common mode voltage gain, and it is defined as like this: it is an ability of an op-amp to reject the common mode signal. Mathematically this is AD by AC, where AD is the differential voltage gain and AC is the common mode voltage gain. Now it can be written in decibel. CMRR in decibel is equal to 20 log AD by AC. AD is very very large, ideally infinity, and AC is very very low, and this ratio is very 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 high, and this is ideally infinity. I will discuss this term later in detail. Okay guys, now offset voltage. Offset voltage is defined. What is offset voltage? Basically, if we will give a 0 in differential input, the output should be 0, but the output of an practical op-amp is not non-zero, and that non-zero value is called error. It's called error, or is called output offset voltage. To bring the output offset voltage to 0, there is need to add a additional input voltage, that is called input offset voltage. Suppose this is V1 and this is also V1. The differential voltage is 0, but Practically, the output voltage is non-zero. This is called error, and this error is also known as output offset voltage. This means there will be a deflection at the voltmeter. But when to bring this voltage zero, we add an additional small signal here, and this additional small signal is called input offset voltage. Then the output voltage becomes zero, and this is also called input offset voltage. There are two types of input voltage offset voltage. One is the input offset voltage, and another one is the output offset voltage. Output offset voltage is also known as error. Now the last one, power supply rejection ratio. Power supply rejection ratio is an ability of an op-amp to reject the इफेक्ट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ पावर सप्लाई ऑन आउटपुट वोल्टेज। इसका यह मतलब हुआ कि अगर हम सप्लाई वोल्टेज वीसीसी को चेंज करते हैं तो आउटपुट वोल्टेज में कोई चेंजिंग नहीं आनी चाहिए, और अगर आउटपुट वोल्टेज में कोई चेंजिंग आती है तो उसको आप ऑफसेट वोल्टेज के नाम से जानते हैं, उसको एरर के नाम से भी जान सकते हैं। तो इसका जो मैथमेटिकली डिफिनेशन होता है, डेल्टा वी इनपुट ऑफसेट वोल्टेज डिवाइड बाय चेंज इन सप्लाई वोल्टेज, दैट इज वीसीसी। दिस इज कॉल्ड पावर सप्लाई रिजेक्शन ratio. Okay guys, so this all about the ideal characteristics, 8 ideal characteristics of an op-amp. Now in the next video we will discuss the configuration of op-amp. Okay guys, see you in the next video.